crazy week. I don't know about you guys, but obviously running my own business and working in mental health means that things are pretty busy on the mental health side and everything with and keeping my clients happy and keeping the gym going. So far, we haven't had to be, the gym hasn't closed, which is good. And my awesome clients are some of the only ones in there, which I fucking love. They're so good. Because they know how important it is to manage their stress, to keep the routine, to stay consistent, all the stuff that they're probably so sick of me saying, but I just hammer home. In times like this, it's super easy to get overwhelmed, to lose your routine, to forget about the things that keep you sane. And so I thought it'd be a really good opportunity to come and talk about some strategies and some tips just specific to your mental health or your thought pattern or stress. And I'm going to try and jump in here once a day with some different strategies and different tips for you guys. I did film some videos for at-home workouts, which I think will be really cool as well for anyone who is stuck working from home, anyone who's in isolation. And I thought the meditation and mindset stuff was going to be really useful for all of us who are, having to work from home and struggling with a bit of social isolation, feeling a bit overwhelmed, worrying about finances, job, you name it. So, it's happening. I'm just going to have a quick drink. If you are online, just give me a wave, or just put an emoji down below and give me an emoji of how you're feeling. Okay, so meditation 101. So as someone who's been working in mental health for quite a while, I would consider myself a massive skeptic. It took me a really long time to get my head around meditation and to understand the benefits of it. I really, really struggled with the concept of sitting still, sitting with your thoughts. I would say that I was probably a very hyped up person. So I never used to do any yoga. I never used to do anything that would mean I'd have to sort of sit there for an hour. And the thought of having to sit with your own thoughts made me feel really, really uncomfortable. And then about maybe 3-4 years ago, I actually went and did a meditation weekend retreat, which I didn't really know that's what it was. So that's probably how I got into it to start with. But it's something that I use all the time with my face-to-face clients in mental health. And it's something that I think is really beneficial for all of us in our daily lives. So the way that I think about it, I think about mental health and our healthy brains, is meditation is not going to change anything that's happening. It's going to change how we feel or how we think about things that are going on in our daily lives. So it's not like a magic pill, it's not a panacea, but what it's going to do is either help you feel a bit more sense of calm so you can think a bit clearer and you can, make a strategy or see things a bit clearer into the future that feel really, really overwhelming, or just a sense of giving yourself a break from your thoughts or giving yourself a break from your head. So a lot of us, spend all of our time up here going round and round and round and round and round, and it's super exhausting. And especially when things like what's going on with Corona at the moment, is giving us that anxiety and that fear. It's hard to switch off. You get so tired just from thinking. And so the part of the meditation is really just trying to get you to ground yourself, to feel a little bit less overwhelmed, a little bit less stressed. Hi, Maddie. I know that you are probably all over it. So if there's anything that you want to know particularly about or anything that you want me to go through, just make sure you pop it in your comments. Okay, so first bit of meditation is finding yourself a quiet, safe, calm place. It can be anywhere in your house, but you want somewhere that you're ideally not going to be disturbed. It's not too noisy, and is, you know, like a nice temperature. So usually I just set myself up in my bedroom, either on the chair or on the bed. If you think that you are highly likely to fall asleep, like if you're one of those people who when they go to yoga or when they lie down they kind of drift off, you're probably better to sit up in the chair. So you're sitting yourself in the chair, getting yourself nice and chill, relaxing all your body, maybe have a drink nearby, turn your phone notifications off, no vibrate, no nothing, and you just want to really in your mind get yourself in the place of, I'm taking this time out. I'm taking my brain time out. So let your brain do its thing, what it needs to do, but don't feel the pressure that you have to force it, because then it doesn't feel very nice. Okay, so you're sitting down, you're just relaxing on the chair. So the first thing that we're going to do is really focus in on our breath and our breathing. So when we are feeling anxious and stressed, our tendency is to breathe very short. And all that's happening here is the air is only going into the top of your chest, the top of your lungs. You're not getting nice big full breaths all the way down to the bottom of your stomach and your diaphragm. And you're not getting the full power of the oxygen aided into your bloodstream to make you feel rejuvenated. So we really want to get those really nice big full breaths. And when you have those slow and long deep breaths, it's the same mechanism that's triggered with just what happens just before you fall asleep. So when you're falling into that deep sleep, that's when your body is in that most relaxed state. So that's the sort of thing that we're sort of aiming towards. And so if you can think about how relaxed or how chilled you are just before you fall asleep, that's the sort of breath pattern that we want to be aiming towards. So I'll keep talking. I want you guys to just follow along, okay? So put one hand up on your chest and one hand's going to go onto your belly. Not quite. One hand's going to go onto your belly. And so when you are breathing in, I want you to think about the belly is rising up as you're breathing in. And when you're breathing out, the belly is going down. So I might actually stand up. Why not? So we're going to try and make sure that when we're breathing, this is rising and falling. And this bit in here, the chest bit, is staying more or less the same. So I want you to take a nice big breath in. So you guys keep going. So you can see my chest was rising a little bit. So I'm still quite a little bit tense. I've had quite a busy day. And so most of the tension is probably sitting here in my shoulders. But all I want you to do is close your eyes. I'll keep talking and guide you through this breathing pattern. And you just follow along with me. So eyes closed. We're going to take that nice big breath in through the nose. We're going to keep the air going all the way into the diaphragm. And we're going to slow it down to about a count of 2. For inhale and a 2 exhale. So it's going to be 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Good. I want you to just keep going on your own. So just keep those muscles in the shoulders relaxing. The muscles in your abdomen relaxing. Just focusing on slowing down our breathing. Just going to take it really nice and slow. And this time I want you to just see if you can focus on what's happening with your breath. So almost see if you can feel the sensation of the breath going in and out of your nostrils. So we're still sticking with that nice and slow tempo. So if you want to go to a 3 tempo, so 3 seconds in, 3 seconds out, you can do that. So Jackie, you can just join in. So just pop one hand on your belly, one hand on your chest. All we're doing is just getting our breath to slow nice and slowly, and see if when you're breathing you can get your diaphragm to rise and fall without the chest moving too much. So let's do a count of 3, inhale and exhale. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Good, and see if you can then focus on that feeling or the sensation of the air moving in and out of the nose. 1, 2, 3. Keep the eyes closed. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so if you've got your eyes closed, just open them. Just wiggle around a little bit. See what you can feel. And just notice what's happened with your body. So if you were able to follow along with the breathing, do you feel a little bit more loose or relaxed, or a bit of that tension or tightness gone from your shoulders? If you do, let me know. I'm keen to know. And if you're still feeling a bit stuck or pretty tense, then what I'd recommend is when we finish up here, just set your timer. Maybe 7 minutes, 5 or 7 minutes is a really good place to start if you've not done meditation before. If you're someone who has done it before, then you can probably do it a bit longer. And just really practice that slow breathing. So don't try to worry about what's happening with your thoughts. Just let them wander away. Let them sort of do their thing, what they need to do. And just really, we're focusing on more on the body and trying to relax that and get yourself into that bit of a slowed and parasympathetic state. So I'm keen to know how you guys all go with this. Hopefully anyone who jumps on later watches it and lets me know. If you want to know anything else or you are keen for some other specific tips, obviously give me a comment below and I would love to help guys. All right, I'm going to sign off for now. I hope that you all have a great rest of the week and I will chat to you all soon.